Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and yes, it's finally time for the top 5 of the month for the month of September. I know I'm a little bit delayed with this video, that's how it goes sometimes. And then right after that video, I'm obviously gonna make the October month video, whatever you want to call it, like horror-thon video, where I go through all of the horror movies that I watched during the month of October and the 5 best ones that I watched during that month. And obviously, I'm going to exclude the ones that were rewatches for me. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. And then obviously after that video, I'm going to continue with the 2000s series where I rank my 10 favorite horror movies for each year in the 2000s. But anyway, this is the video for the top 5 of the month for the month of September. So here we go. At number 5, we have a movie which I do have in my collection, but to be fair, I'm kind of too lazy to put it out of the could have taken it out of the collection, so to say. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now, but it's the Akira Kurosawa movie called Rashomon, which is a very, it almost feels like a very unusual type of Akira Kurosawa film, because it seems like most of the film takes place like in the same type of location through most of the film in general. But this is way more of a character study than anything else. It's not really anything like very action packed or anything like that, but there's some really memorable characters, and you kind of like jump in between who you really root for in the end. So I thought that was a really fascinating take on the whole like the samurai type of style in general. So yeah, Rashomon at number 5. And then at number 4, we have the movie called Super Dark Times right here. Now this is a really fancy like German. I'm not really sure if you could call it like a media box or like media book or whatever. This is how it looks like on the inside right here, with like a booklet inside of it as well, which is really cool. But anyway, that's just the specific thing with this particular release. But for the movie itself, it's actually a sort of like a crime drama in a way. So it's weird to describe for anyone who hasn't seen it, but if you do imagine like if John Hughes made a really serious and sad crime drama movie, you would probably get something like this, because it's like these characters, and they're like involved in a murder basically, or like sort of like an accidental murder you could say, and then we get to follow all these characters, how they deal with this and like how they react and stuff. So once again, more character driven movie than anything else, but I think this was a really fascinating take on the whole like crime movie, you could say. I mean, I'm not sure how you can describe it really, but if you haven't seen this one, and if you are a big fan of John Hughes movies, and if you would love to have seen him make a serious, like really sad crime drama movie, go check this one out. I mean, obviously, I know it's not made by John Hughes, but I kind of like compare it to that. That's the best way I can describe this movie. So, but anyway, yeah, Super Dark Times at number, let's see here, at number 4, yeah. Can't even count anymore. Anyway, then the next movie is yet another movie which I don't have in the collection. I watched this, I think it was on TV actually. And this one really surprised the hell out of me, because I had like, when it comes to newer movies in general, I don't really have the highest hopes for movies in general when it comes to newer stuff in general. But I mean, this one was really amazing. And it is the movie called Whiplash from 2014. Yeah, I mean, I don't know for a fact when this came out that people were just hyping it up so much. And usually when it comes to like movies that are really hyped up, I try to sort of like ignore those movies for a while until like the hype just really dies off. So, but this is a really, I mean, it almost feels like this could have happened in real life as well. I'm not really sure if this is like inspired by true events or anything like that, but it's basically about this poor guy who wants to become like a drummer in this like orchestra or like this band or whatever. And this teacher of his, which is played phenomenally by J.K. Simmons, he comes across like a full-blown psychopath after a while. And at first you're kind of like, okay, maybe has some sort of like dilemma, maybe there's like some sort of point behind this whole thing, and then towards the end you just really despise him. And yeah, it's just a really long roller coaster of a ride, this movie in general. And I just felt so sorry for Miles Teller's character in this movie in general. So but anyway, if you haven't seen this film, Whiplash, it's an amazing film, great acting, interesting storyline, fascinating. It's a little bit too long for my sake, or like for my personal opinion, but still, it's an amazing film nonetheless. So yeah, Whiplash at number 3. And then at number 2, we have the movie which I think is quite funny that they actually advertised this on the front of this DVD. But this one actually beat out the Indiana Jones movie and the newer like Mission Impossible movie at the box office, apparently, at least in the US, according to the back or to the front of this DVD. But it is the movie called Sound of Freedom right here, with Jim Caviezel, I believe his name is. Yeah, Jim Caviezel. Now this film, I'm not really sure. Damn, the glare in this stupid video is just stupid. Anyway, I'm doing my best when it comes to this. I think it's probably that damn lamp over there that just completely ruins the shot. But yeah, whatever. This movie is basically about, yeah, you guessed it, human trafficking. It's a really sad movie, but at the same time, it feels like there's a very like important movie as well. I mean, I don't really like movies when they kind of like preach about things in general, but I mean, come on, this is just a really important thing that is still going on in the world at this point, and it's such a shame that we haven't reached, like, that we haven't gone further with this, and that it still looks like complete shit in general when it comes to this. I think that's just really sad. And you feel sorry throughout this entire film, and so you feel sad throughout most of this film. Great performances all around. Some people say it's a little bit preachy and stuff. Apparently there's some like controversy like behind the scenes of this movie. I don't really know what that is all about. I haven't really read up about anything else than that. But as for the movie itself, I judge the movie for itself, what I've seen, and I really really enjoyed this one. So yeah, Sound of Freedom, yeah, a really amazing film. And then at number 1, I can already see people being like, how can you prefer this one over like Whiplash or like Sound of Freedom or Super Dark Times or Rashomon? I think it's just the whole 80s fanatic in me that really enjoyed this film. And this is a film, when I watched this film now during the month of September, I was like in a really bad mood, and I felt really like down in general on energy and everything. And I decided, well, might as well watch an 80s movie which I haven't seen before. So I watched The Wizard right here, which comes in at number 1. And people were probably already like saying like, how can you like this movie more than the other ones that you already mentioned? It's just the whole 80s vibe to it. I like it. I mean, I would say the best way I can describe this one as well is basically, it feels like it's Rain Man, but with children instead. But in this case, it's not anything like about casinos and stuff like that. This is more like this kid who is just phenomenally great at video games. And he wants to go to LA, but they don't really know why. And then his older brother like takes him on this long journey because they have a not really a good like home life in general. So they kind of like abandon home, and then they go straight towards like LA because apparently there's some sort of like big video game tournament going on right there. So obviously the older kid wants his younger brother to compete in that tournament. So I thought interesting premise. Really loved the characters. I mean, great acting in general. You have some really good actors in this one as well. Christian Slater also shows up. He's not really the main character, but he is also great performance in this one as well. Yeah, I mean, if you do like 80s movies and if you haven't seen this one, go check it out. I mean, this one really made my day really when I watched this film, because I was just really down on energy and everything, and this just really lightened up my mood in general. So, such a feel-good movie. I really, really loved this film, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. But what I've told you about this one, if this sounds funny, not funny, if this sounds something that you would enjoy, go check this one out, because yeah, if you like old school video games or like Rain Man or like 80s movies in general, go check this one out. I'm not saying it's like as great as Rain Man, but I mean, it's a similar type of vibe to it, I could say, but it's more with like, yeah, children and like kids in general. So yeah, The Wizard, yeah, amazing film. So there you have it. That's my top 5 of the month for the month of September. I actually might consider actually really like making the horror-thon video right after this video actually. So we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Did you like this video? Give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment or two. Have you seen any of these movies? Please let me know in the comment section. And if you would like to follow me on YouTube, you could subscribe to my channel if you want to. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.